Hello, let's dive in and start tonight's virtual studio. So here we are. Set my screens up here. So say hello if you are joining me. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know in the comments if you're in Facebook and if you're in Zoom in the chat, and that's where you can ask me any questions as well. And before we dive in, I'm just going to give you the special link. So the special blog post link for this online class, virtual studio, and it's where you can go to find all the bits and pieces. So I'll be showing you a few things and you can either go and click through them now or look at them later at your leisure. Some cool things for you to have a look at. So the blog post. There we go, popping that into the comments now and into the chat. I think we're all ready to start. I'm going to flip that to the slides and we'll take it from there. And yeah, ask me all your questions as they pop into your mind and I'll answer them at the end. Or it helps if I actually share my screen, not just look at the slides myself. That would be handy. Did I introduce myself? You don't know who I am. I am Linda from Homelea. We are in my studio in the middle of nowhere in southwest, remote southwest Queensland. So about 2 hours, a 2-hour drive from Quilpie. That's the nearest post office, the nearest place to send parcels from. But tonight, we're not posting anything. We're talking about the Homelea crochet membership. And so we've just hit the 1-year mark of running the memberships. And we have had so much fun. I absolutely love running the Homelea membership. And I love hearing that the members love it too. We have a lot of fun. So we'll go through why and all the bits and pieces that are included. So yes, topic of this virtual studio is Uplevel your crocheting with a Homelea membership. And so what we're going to go through, this list kept growing while I was putting the slides together. But anyhow, so we'll start out talking about the studio chats. There's all kinds of crocheting fun in those and what they are. We'll touch on what the crochet-a-longs and Zoom catch-ups are. We'll have a look at the Beyond the Basic Crochet Stitches online course. We're also going to dive in and look at the crochet patterns that are only available to Maker and VIP members. So they're not available anywhere else. They're not in my online shop. They're only available to Maker and VIP members, in addition to all the other ones that are in my online shop, of course. We'll have a look at the different types of memberships and look at which one is right for you. And if you're not sure, if you're like, ask me in the comments, pop it in the chat or the comments and kind of what you're after, what level you're at, what kind of commitment you're for, and I'll recommend a type for you. You can change, pause, and cancel your membership, and I'll show you how to do that. And answer the question, I have my membership, where do I start? And I'll answer all your other questions as well. So let's go, let's start. Oh yes, so there's a special link. That's the one I've put in the chat for you. You can also access it by going to homeleas.com, blog in the menu, and you'll find it just a couple down in the blog post. It's called Uplevel Your Crocheting with a Homelea membership. And yes, you will be able to watch the studio chat from there too. Okay, whoops, we jumped ahead a bit. Here we go, studio chats. Let's chat about studio chats. So what they are is a video. So it's a weekly video, just like very similar to same setup as what we're doing right now. It's recorded, so you can pop in and watch it whenever it suits you. It comes out every Tuesday. And it's full of crocheting fun. If I had to sum it up in a few words, I would say a weekly video full of crocheting fun. And you can mark them complete when you watch them. There's now 52 of them there. So there's heaps of information there. And yes, they are always fun. So in the studio chats, you get to find out first what's coming up in the world of Homely Lass, and you kind of go inside my mind as a passionate crochet designer. I wouldn't say I don't quite eat, sleep, and drink crocheting, but I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close to crocheting. Um, I do spend a lot of time either thinking or doing crocheting in a standard day. Um, and I also love yarn, all different kinds of yarn, and I'm absolutely passionate about Australian made, Australian grown, and Australian 100% processed in Australia yarns. But yes, love trying different yarns as well. So there will, yes, the studio chats kind of cover on all of that. You get a little bit of an insight into running a small business and living in the middle of nowhere. And it's a great opportunity for you to ask me all your crocheting questions. So we have a question section in the studio chats, and I'm happy to answer absolutely anything in those questions. And you get to learn from what the questions other people ask as well. Like they're all different kinds of things. Someone asked about crocheting with fabric, so like rag type crocheting. And someone asked about why some crochet hooks are pointier than others. And so yes, all kinds of topics. Yeah, so yes, that's heaps of questions. Definitely crocheting fun. And I've made it so you can watch the 16th of May episode, so the current episode of the studio chats, because I thought, what's the best way to experience the studio chats is to actually go and watch one, so you'll kind of get a bit of an insight into what's coming up. No, we didn't actually have a question yesterday in the studio chat, but I'll show you how to go through and find it. I'm going to share a different screen with you. So that link I just put into the chat before, go there. So if you're just coming from the Homely Lass website, that's at homelelass.com. If you go to blog across the top or in the little 3-line menu at the top and scroll down a couple of blog posts, there it is, Uplevel Your Crocheting with a Homely Lass membership. And then, so there's a bit of an introduction there. The recording of this session will be available there later as well. And then you'll see there's this thing, explore the studio chats. So have a click on that, click on that. And so this is the studio chat page. So all of the Homely Lass members have access to this. You come through and you scroll down. So there is a little note here that the studio chats before the 22nd of November, before then, they were weekly and then they would disappear. But I've changed since then. I've changed to they're all available. But you will find that the ones before the 22nd of November are all here. Like you can see them all. There's a huge of studio chats. So the ones before the 22nd of November, the videos are there, but there's no words or links. So there's a little note at the top that says, hey, if you're after a link or something, let me know in the web chat and I'll find it for you. But all the videos are there. You can definitely watch all the videos. So let's dive in and look at the 16th of May one. So you just click on the date. So that's the most recent one. So the latest is always at the top, the most recent one. And this is a cool thing. Once you've watched it, here's my little picture here, where it says mark complete, you can click on that. And then I see here it's kind of gone to a tick. You can mark it complete. So when you've watched it, you go, okay, mark complete. I know I've watched that one. And you can also mark it incomplete. In theory, that should be working. It should say mark incomplete. Okay, that's something for me to look at later. It took me to a new one. It took me to the 9th of May. Now I'm on the 2nd of May. Now I'm back on the 16th of May. Okay, so when you mark it complete, it goes to the next one, and that's something new today. That one incomplete. Okay, there we go. So this is a studio chat. So they're all a similar format. There's a video at the top. This one was about 18 minutes. The longest one was just under an hour, but that was only one. Maybe an average one is about like 15 to 30 minutes, just depending on what we've got to talk about. The video there, there's a box underneath your questions, suggestions, and comments. This is where you ask me your questions. And you can even just, it doesn't just have to be a question, it can be a suggestion or just a general comment or just share some thoughts or your experiences. We do that too. You can also upload photos. And then the standard format is to start with the latest Homelea news. So what's coming up? Like, for instance, I'm having a couple of weeks break. I'm going on holiday, first time in a long time. So I won't be shipping orders after next Monday. So order by Monday. And then otherwise it will go by the 16th of June, just a little bit of an example. So what's kind of coming up? Virtual studios, next shipping day, if I'm expecting a yarn delivery, what colors coming. So latest news is first. Then it's what I'm making and watching. So you kind of get to see inside, okay, this is what I'm designing at present. And I kind of even take you through my design process of I did this and then I pulled that out and I did this. And this is the reason why. You kind of get to see inside the process, the design, or my design process. I don't know what anyone else's pattern designing process is like. You get to see inside mine. And even I share with you the things I'm making for fun. And if there's kind of a pattern I love, or if there's something about it I don't like, I share that. And yarns that, how I feel about the yarn I'm using, and I give you that insight into what I'm designing and then what I'm making personally as well. And because I do a lot of crocheting while watching TV series or movies, I share with you what I'm making, what I'm watching as well. So yes, and then there's a section, then I do what's inspiring me, and maybe it's something I've seen on Instagram or a book or a pattern, or this week so we're getting ready to start the Makala blanket crochet along, and I'm absolutely loving what people are sharing as they're registering what they're thinking of making during the crochet along. And I also talked about the pattern I used to make the shawl that I was wearing up here, this one. And then question time. This is normally where I answer the questions. We didn't have any this week. And then always at the end of the studio chats, it's just a summary of what's coming up. So you can kind of plan ahead, I suppose, of what to expect coming up. Like we're doing a mystery book swap later on. The crochet-a-longs that are coming up are there as well. Crafty Secret Santa at the end of the year. I'm going to have to start filling this out for next year as we get through into the second half of the year. So you can watch this. Right now it's unlocked. You won't be able to watch any of the others. You'll get you don't have access message for those. Going back and back and back. So go and have a watch of that one. Get a feel for what the studio chats are like. It's the 16th of May. And that's where you click on it. So this is the blog post for this video, this virtual studio, and just click on my face there. It says this week's studio chat. Okay, let's pop back to the slides. Oops, I did the wrong thing again. I clicked on them, not sharing my screen. Apparently that's what I'm going to do tonight. Okay, what's our next topic? Crochet-a-longs and Zoom catch-up. So this year we're doing about 6 of them. 2023 we're doing about 6 of them. Who knows what next year will bring? So when I kind of look ahead to the next year, I kind of go, okay, this is what's worked. This is what most people enjoyed and what's worked. And this is kind of what wasn't really a benefit for anybody. And kind of plan the membership year that way and make some adjustments. Go, okay, this is what we're doing for the year. And so crochet-a-longs are generally a new pattern, but not always. At present, we're doing a make-along, and it's just grab something that you've kind of got finished, or you haven't got finished. You've started, but you haven't finished, and use the make-along to finish it off. But even in general, even if say our next make-along is the Makala, the next crochet-along, sorry, is the Makala blanket. Even though the theme is the Makala blanket, that's what kind of the set thing to be making. You don't have to make that. You can just use the crochet-along process to go, okay, I started doing this blanket in the make along and I haven't finished yet. So I'm going to keep doing it through the crochet along and just use the crochet along process to help you set yourself some goals each week. And just use it to keep you motivated and keep crocheting and aim for the goal of, okay, I'm going to finish this blanket by the end of the crochet along. So generally they go for about 8 weeks. Generally, the Mikala blanket crochet along is about 10 weeks. We'll start in the middle of June and go to the end of August. Yep, that's about 10 weeks. Had to check my months there. And then during the crochet alongs, we have a Zoom catch up each week. So it's Sunday afternoon, Sunday 4 p.m. Melbourne time generally. That's kind of what we've been sticking with because that's where most of the members are. Yeah, so that we have that Zoom catch up each week. The crochet alongs are optional, and even if you sign up for the crochet along, the Zoom catch ups are optional as well. So if you've got a membership, you might go, okay, I want to do this crochet along, but I know for the next one, I'm going to be really busy during that couple of months. So I'm not going to do that crochet along, but I'll do the next one. So you've got the ability to pop in and out to sign up for them or to not sign up for them. If you don't sign up for them, you don't get the crochet along emails. You do sign up for them, you get the crochet along emails. That's probably the biggest difference whether you sign up or not once you've got your membership. You have the option to use a Homelea kit or to use your own yarn and tools. So the Mikala blanket crochet along is coming up. You've got the option to use the Mikala blanket kit, or you can get your own yarn and use your own crochet hook and other tools to make it. So there's no set, you have to use this kit and you have to make this. There's a lot of flexibility in there to suit you because we're all different. We're all at different places in our crocheting journey, and we're all have different preferences on what we like crocheting with too. So, and generally during the crochet along Saturday mornings, you'll get an email with the task for the week. Do you like to put a little inspiring quote or some words of wisdom in there as well? And then you get an email Sunday afternoon with the Zoom catch-up link, and you can use those times to either get help. If you're like, I'm stuck here, I need some help with my crocheting. Or even I want to make a Mikala blanket, but I want to use this type of yarn. Give me some yarn suggestions. You can also ask that in the studio chat questions. So you can use the Zoom catch-ups to get help, to actually get help with your crocheting. Happy to help you with that. And Zoom's good because we can talk backwards and forwards. Or just use it as a social opportunity to crochet and chat and connect with some other crocheters. And form some new friendships all around the world. And, I said that the crochet alongs were optional. You can just pop in and out of the ones you like. So I wanted to show you something. I wanted to just give you an idea of like the sequence. The sequence for the crochet along. So this is the Mikala blanket. So yes, this is the Mikala blanket, and this is the crochet, the information about the crochet along. And so there's a planned out sequence of what the task is for each week. So it's 11 weeks. And so there's each week relates to a part of the Mikala blanket. So week 1, we do part 1. Week 2, we do part 2. Week 3, we do part 3. Week 4, we do part 4. Believe it or not, in week 5, we do part 5. But in week 6, we join those parts together, or the border and the inside. And then week 7 to 10, we do the 4 parts of the extended border. And then the week 11 is we join the extended border onto the original blanket. So that's just an idea of the different tasks that will happen each week during the crochet alongs. So yes, you can either make the Mikala. So this is the sign up form for the Mikala blanket crochet along. So you pop your name and your email address in there. You can say, I'm thinking, what will I make? original, no, I'll do the extended, I'm going to do another crochet pattern, or I'm not sure, I don't know which one I'm going to make. And then if you've got questions or anything, you can pop them in as well. And then by signing up for the crochet along, you will automatically get the crochet along emails. And if you don't sign up, you don't get the crochet along emails. It's nice and simple. Let's go back to our slides. So that's crochet alongs. Oh, beyond the basic crochet stitches online course. So this is an online course. It goes for the entire year, so all of 2023, and there's a new part released each month. So there's been parts released already that are now all available. The May one we're doing is Why Yarn Sizes a Guide, and they're all about topics about things that are beyond the basic crochet stitches. They're things that kind of you don't come across in crochet patterns, or they might be referred to in crochet patterns, but they're definitely, so it's kind of all the outside information about crocheting that's kind of, you need to know it, but you don't know it, and it's hard to find out how to do it all in one place. So yes, we will go and have a look at that. There's a new part released each month, and it is exclusively available for Maker and VIP members. It's the only way to go through the online course is to be a Maker or a VIP member. Let's have a look at it. Let's look at the different topics. Where is it? It's on my computer here somewhere. I think it's this one. I know. Here we go. Let's come back to this one. So the next topic in the slides that we're going to go through is the different patterns that are only available for Maker and VIP memberships. But so this is the blog post for this session. And you can see the first one is Beyond the Basic Crochet Stitches. And you can click on this and you can see the different topics. And so it's telling me I don't even have it with this login. There you go. So this will be good. So you see how it says you don't have access. So we won't be clicking in. So these ones up here are all available now. So once you've got a Maker or a VIP membership, you can watch all of them. And then, so the May one is this one, Why Yarn Size is Only a Guide. But we've also done like how to use a different yarn, how to read your crochet stitches, how to read crochet patterns charts. It's pretty good. And what's coming up in the rest of the year, and you've got the release dates there too. So how to use Ravelry, understanding blocking, that one is fabulous. There's a lot of information in there. What size crochet hook should I use? Like taking photos of your crocheting, all kinds of things that, yeah, it can be hard to gain this knowledge. So it's all my knowledge, my crochet knowledge that I've kind of put together. So it's easy for you to know this stuff. You don't have to learn it the hard way like I did. So that's Beyond the Basic Crochet Stitches online course. And then we come back to this one here. Oh, I should have just stayed there. We go back here. So I think there was 17 crochet patterns that are only available for Maker and VIP members. They're not available in my online store. They're only available through the membership, with a membership, and then through your Homelea account. So like, for instance, the coconut eye chevron blanket. So that one's just a crochet pattern. They're a mixture of patterns and online courses. The color exploration blanket is a pattern with videos with the online course. Same with the ecstatic joy and the fiber exploration blanket. The flourish blanket is just a pattern, a written pattern, as is the gentleness block and happy Christmas. Love that pattern. Actually, I love the gentleness block pattern too. There's a creative happy life online course. This is a little guided, it's about a week long, just a little something to do each day to have a more creative happy life. The midnight garden blanket has videos, so pattern and online course. The moon shadow blanket, that one is made with hand spun wool, and it's I love that one too. It's just it's a written pattern, as is the Pansy Granny Square, as is the Chunky Floor Rug, as is the Uncommon Beauty Cow, and it's showing me some of those twice. Right, that's interesting. So you can click on those. Actually, this one's not going to show us much. It's just the link through to the pattern. But say, for instance, the Midnight Garden blanket. You can click on it. You can go in and see the sample parts if you don't already have it. The pattern if you don't have a membership. So you can see kind of what's involved. You kind of get the idea of what the pattern's like. There's photos and stuff in there. But you can also see like what's in the pattern as well, all the different parts and the parts and steps. So those are there for you to click on in the blog post. So have a look at those patterns. And then actually, if we just go back to the screen share. Where did it go? Yeah. So the Maker and VIP memberships have access to all of those patterns, as well as all of the ones that are in my online shop. So you've automatically got access to all of those as well. They're there ready to go, left and right-handed parts of those. So you've got all of those as well. That's where we want to go back to. Fabulous. Let's have a look at these slides again. Okay, so we're up to the, what kind of member am I? Feel like I should make it like, you know, like one of those dolly kind of I don't know if you used to do them, but you know, I did. Like it's like a multiple choice questionnaire type thing, and you add up your score, and then depending on what your score is, depending on what kind of member you are, maybe I need to do that. That would be fun. So what kind of member are you? So there are three different types. I've called them types. So there's a supporter membership, which is the column on the left. There's a maker membership, which is the one on the middle, and a VIP membership, which is the one on the right. They kind of is for the name. So all three of them suit all levels of crochet, regardless of whether you're a beginner, absolute beginner, or a more advanced crocheter. And it kind of depends on what you want from the Homely Lass memberships and your crochet membership. So supporter includes you get access to the weekly studio chat videos, and you can join as many crochet-a-longs and Zoom catch-ups as you like or don't like. And so all of the memberships have access to both of those. So for a supporter, if you're just like, I want to watch the studio chats, I kind of want a bit of crocheting fun in my week, and I'd love to do a crochet-along every now and again. But you're like, that's kind of me. I kind of want a bit of inspiration. I may not do all the crochet-alongs. Maybe I do. I've got the option if I want to. And you're like, that's where I'm at. Or you can also change between the levels whenever you like as well. So maybe you go, you know what? I'm really busy at work for the next 3 months. So I'm just going to change my membership to a supporter. I can still watch the studio chats that I absolutely love. If I feel like it, I might join the crochet-along, and I'll just kind of go at my own pace and I won't set any firm goals, but I'll just kind of crochet and go to the Zoom catch up kind of thing. But I'm busy at work, so I'm not committing to doing much. But I still just want to watch the studio chats. So that's a supporter level. So, and the other thing is you're also supporting my small business, which is why it's called the supporter level. Then the middle one is the maker one. And that's more if you're like, yeah, I'm going to be making things, i.e. the name. So you've got the studio chats and the crochet-alongs. You also get access to all of my crochet patterns and online courses. So that's just what we looked at. And then you also get 10% off everything in the Homely Lass online shop. So, and that's every order. It's not capped, it's 10% off all of your Homely Lass orders. And generally, if there's another special going, like at present until Sunday, you can get 10% off the Mikala blanket kit with the code NEW. You can use your maker code and whatever the special code is. So you can use your maker code to get your 10% off, and you can also use that new code as well. So a little bit of extra for you. So that's the maker membership. So that's if you're like, yeah, I'm going to make things. And the VIP membership is for the VIPs, the very important people. So, and it kind of just builds on the other two memberships. You've got the studio chats, you've got access to those, and the crochet-a-longs. Yet, yeah, it's got access to all of my crochet patterns and all my courses as well. And you've also got 25% off everything, off all of your Homelea Lass orders. So you've got a special 25% off code, and you've got a Zoom crochet lesson that you can book with me each month. And because you are such a very important person, you have first access to my new products. Like, for instance, when I did the first release of the naturally dyed Homely Bliss and the Melbourne Snood kits with the naturally dyed yarn, some of those, well, actually over half of them half of the release went to the VIPs. They got first access, and that's what they got. And so they weren't available to everyone else because the VIPs got their first access. So they're the 3 different levels. So VIP, I'm thinking, is if you're like, so maker was I'm making things. VIP is, it's that, do you want a crochet lesson each month with me on Zoom? And do you want 25% off all of your Homelea Lass orders? And do you also love first access to the new products? Get in there before anybody else gets access to them. So just on the right on the slides, they are all suitable for crocheters of all levels, and it just depends where you're at, and how kind of in-depth you're crocheting at present. And so depending on your level, make the patterns that suit your skill level. And I'll show you how to find those ones. There's a little filter, so you can, excuse me. So you can go, okay, I'm a beginner, I just want to make the easy patterns. Or I'm more advanced, I'm going to make the intermediate patterns. Use it that way. And then do you want, I suppose the thing is to work out what type of member you are. Do you want 25% off or 10% off all your Homelea Lass orders? Or maybe you don't want a discount at all. And would you like a Zoom crochet lesson each month? If you're like, yep, I can totally use a Zoom crochet lesson each month, and use it as a way to go, okay, I'm making this really hard thing. And I'm gonna like get help with it every month. I'm gonna book my lesson each month, because you just go in and book it. All the available times are there for you. There's a heap of them. And even if there isn't one that's suitable for you, let me know and I'll try and open one up for you. Yeah, I'm going to book my lesson each month, and I'm going to use it to make this thing that's a stretch for me, but I know I'm going to learn a heap from it. And like I said before, you can dip in and out. You can change your membership level. Maybe you just start out as a supporter because I just want to ease into things. Maybe you start making something more difficult and you go, okay, I'm going to get a VIP membership for 3 months. You can do that through your Homelea Lass account. I'll show you how to do that soon too. Which brings us to this one. You can change, pause, or cancel your membership. And you have full control over that via your Homelea Lass account. I'll show you how to do it. And if you're like, you know what, I don't want to adjust anything, I'm not quite confident, just let me know in the web chat at the bottom right corner, or just send me an email or reply to one of my emails. My email address is linda@homelea.lass, and I'll do it for you. But you've got absolute full control about it. I hate when you've got a subscription or a membership and you come to either change it or pause it, and it's like, how do I do this? Like, well, I'm going to have to send an email because I don't know how to do it. You've got full control, and you can change your payment type too. You can even make your payment early if you want to. I've given you all the options to control your membership. Like I said before, you can change your type, you can change your renewal period. You've got the option of a monthly membership, a 3 monthly membership or a yearly membership. If you're on a yearly one now and you want to go back to monthly at the end of it, you can set that up. You can pause or cancel. You've got the option of doing an automatic or a manual renewal, and you do get an email 2 days before your renewal as well. So it's hopefully not a surprise. It's like, okay, it's coming up. I know to expect that it's coming. Let's go and see how to do all of that. Let's share a different screen. Here we go. I think it was this one. Yes. Okay, so go to your Homelea account. So you click on account. And if you don't have one, when you get your membership, or even if you just get a crochet pattern, you'll be able to set up your Homelea account. So this is what mine looks like. So if you go to adjust your membership, you go to subscriptions. It wasn't this one. Hold on. I'll share a different one with you. I'll share a different screen with you. I had one of these. Oh, if you could only see how many screens I've got open. Let's try this one. Yes. Okay, let's go back to my account. I found it. Okay, so this is what this login to my account looks like. And if you go to subscriptions, same place, this one actually has a membership. Oh, fun and games. Here we go. Okay, and you can see I've cancelled one. I had one originally and I cancelled it, but then I've got another one because I could. And so to go in and adjust your membership, or just even to view how it's set up and when your next renewal is, just click on that. Click on view and you can see my status is active. I started on the 29th of January. My last order was the 22nd of March, and my next payment will be the 21st of September. At present, I've got this as auto renew, but if I wanted to do that manually, totally get, if you're not for auto renewals and you like to just do it yourself, you just turn that off and it's gone grey. Oh, and see, payment via manual renewal. There we go, and it's just put it back to my credit card. And then we'll come back up to these. Yeah, I can see I've got a supporter membership and it's a 3 monthly one. And these are the renewal, like the renewal invoices and orders that I got for them. I can change my membership here. Click on change my membership. And that lets me, see here it says choose new subscription. I can change it over to a maker. I'm on a supporter now. I'll go maker. And I want to go back to monthly. It just suits me more at this stage. And if I go to switch, and it's added to the cart, so I can then go through the cart process and get that all set up. Okay, we won't go through all that because it's pretty step by step. We'll go back to my account, go back to my subscription, my membership, because there's some more buttons. we didn't explore all of them. Renew now is like I can go in and make my next payment, so I get ahead. So it will it will go from, if I look on here, my next payment date is the 21st of September. So I'm doing that now, renew now. And so that will then put my date out to the December the 21, which goes the 3 months ahead. So I just go pay now if I want to do that renewal right now. If I want to change my payment method, I can do that too by clicking on change payment. And it's taken me through and I can select the credit card or PayPal. And that will just hold that until my next renewal is due, because I've got it set up automatically. And if I want to cancel my membership, I can click cancel. and it's been cancelled, and you can see it's gone pending cancellation. So it's still active. My membership's still active until the end of my membership period, which is the 21st of September. So I can still do everything. It just won't renew. But I want to reactivate it. So yes, it goes like it's active and it's pending cancellation, which means it's active, but it won't renew. And then once it's cancelled, it's cancelled. And then you don't have access to any of the membership stuff. But it's been reactivated, so it's all good now. So yeah, so you can either come in and do this yourself, but if you would like me to do it for you, I can do that for you. Just let me know in the web chat. Okay, go back to the slides. What's our next topic? Where to start? Okay, so this is answering the question. I've got my Homelea membership, but what do I do first? So this is my suggestion. So go to your, and I'm going to show you all this soon. We'll just step through it. We'll talk through it first. Theory of an action. So go to your Homelea account and then scroll down and go and have a look at all of the crochet patterns and online courses you've now got access to. And you can filter them by skill level and other categories. I said I would show you how to filter it by skill level. Then go and click on your membership image and check out everything that's included in your membership, in your special membership page. Definitely go and watch the how to access and adjust your membership, even though that's what we've just done in the last screen share. And go and watch the latest studio chat as well and start working through all of those. I can't do all of that. I'll show you how to do it all. Okay, which is why I had, that's why I had this one. Okay, so I've gone into my Homelea account, and to go to your Homelea account, click on account at the top there. And if you've not logged in, you can log in. And if you ever have any issues logging in, let me know in the web chat. That's this bit here, bottom right corner of every screen. It says I've actually started a chat with myself. Don't normally do that. I only did it in the virtual studio. So I typed in, how do I find my pattern? So that comes through to my phone. It also comes through to my computer, but also my phone. And if I can answer you straight away, I absolutely will. But if I can't, because I am a real person, I'm not an automated bot, and I don't work 24 hours a day. Pop your email address and you even just need your email address there, and submit it, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But otherwise, if I'm sitting here in front of the computer or if I'm crocheting, I'll just answer you on my phone and I'll help you. But that's the that's the yes, I am still. That's the web chat, and that's the best way to get help from me. And I check the web chat like first thing in the morning, or kind of thing. It's like if I sit down at my computer, it's answer all the web chat questions first. Okay, so go to your, okay, I've got my membership. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do first? So go to your Homelea account. And when you scroll down, you can see this is your membership that you've just got, which is exciting. And then under that are all your crochet patterns and online courses you now have access to. And when you start scrolling, there's a lot of them, which is, it's nice, but it can be a bit overwhelming. So it's almost hidden, but there's this course categories drop down. So you can go here and you can just filter by categories. And like I said, depending on what your crochet skill level is, make the patterns that suit your skill level. So I'm gonna say I'm a beginner. So I'm gonna start with the basic ones. So I can filter that, select that, and it will come up and just show me the ones that are suitable for me as just a beginner crocheter. And I'm going to look through these and go, oh, that Melbourne snood's nice. I reckon I could make that. That's what I'm wearing. I recommend you make it too. Or I really like the string head scarf. I'm going to make that. Oh, the warm heart cowl is nice. I'm going to make that. And yes, I am left-handed, so I can do that. And also, if you come up here, there is, if you're left-handed, there is a left-handed selection. You can see all the left-handed patterns, the blanket ones, baby blankets. If you want to get to the studio chat quickly, it's there as well. The vintage Homely Lass patterns, ones like pre-chunky crochet, quick to make, members only. So you have lots of good things there to go and have a look at. Okay, so have a look at the patterns, decide what you want to make. And then come back up here and click on your membership. So it'll either say VIP membership, make a membership, or support a membership. So just click on the image or the start button. And wait. Here we go. And so depending on what your membership level, it might look different to this, or if it's a VIP membership, it will look the same. And I do move things around every now and again. Like once we've finished the yarn swap that's happening at present, that picture will go. And like we're doing the Mikala blanket crochet along, that's coming up. But when we just start getting ready to do the patch blanket crochet along, which will be a year long, actually it's a 13-month crochet along, that'll have its little picture and tile there. So the kind of the starting ones are the ones that will change out. You can click through to the studio chats. How to access and adjust your membership. I definitely recommend going and watching that when you first got your membership. And it's also there if you want to refer back to it at any stage. Your discount code, if you're a maker or a VIP, just click on that and you get your discount code. And if you're ready to dive in and get a Homely Lass kit or order something from my online shop, grab your discount code and go and order it. This is where to go to book your crochet help session. That's your Zoom crochet lesson with me. And here is, you can book the times that are available. So I want to do it on the 20th of May and 12 p.m. suits me. And then it just enter in all my details and then it's booked, and then you'll get an email with a joining link. Yes, maybe I want to do it on the 31st of May. Lots of options. Okay, that's how to book your crochet help session. And then you can click through to our members Facebook group. It's just for Homely Lass members. And then to go to the Beyond the Basic Crochet Stitches online course, you can just click that one as well. And then just another way, if you're like, okay, I know what I'm making. I know it starts with C, I'm making chunky stars. I can just, this is all the crochet patterns and online courses that you've got access to. You can just scroll down and go, yep, Mikala blanket, let's go. It's easier to find it when it's alphabetical. It's just depending on how you like to work. So yes, definitely click into your membership. Go in here and watch how to access and adjust your membership. There you go. And these are the same little things. And the other thing I recommend doing is go and watch the most recent studio chat. So as a member, you'll definitely get an email from me each Tuesday saying, hey, the latest studio chat's available and here's what we're talking about. So you'll definitely get those emails as a member. As a bare minimum, you'll hear from me every Tuesday. And then if you've signed up for a crochet along, you'll get an email on Saturday and then the Zoom link on Sunday. So yes. Go back to these slides. What's our next thing we're talking about? Okay, how to actually get a membership. And then after that, I'm answering your questions. So pop all those questions into either the comments or the chat, depending on how you're watching this. And if you're watching the recording, ask me in the web chat or the comments, depending on where you're watching it. Okay, so we will go back to the special blog page, which is on this one here. Yes, remember this one? So we've looked at the studio chats. Studio Pat, that's a new one. Studio chats. We've had a look at the patterns that are only available to maker and VIPs. And we've also gone into the online shop and just had a look around for other ones that are available. And then there's a table here on what kind of member are you, if you want to refer back to that one. I think if you click on it, it gets bigger. Yes, it does. And then if you're ready to dive in and get your crochet membership, because I have opened them up again, they're not open all year round, but they are open at present. Click on that. And I know I want to be a maker because I'm making at present. And I'm thinking, well, let's have a look. I'm going to be a maker, which is actually the most popular level. And so the 3 membership periods are monthly. So it's just renews every month on that set day. Well, today's the 17th. So if you join now, it'll just renew once a month from today. 3 monthly, you will save 10% on your membership. And that is the most popular option. And then if you want to dive in, you're like, yeah, I need a year of this. I'm like fully committing to my crocheting. I love Homelea. So I'm fully committing to my crocheting. And how good does that sound to be a maker for a year? And you will get 2 months free. So that's the different options there with the membership periods. We have a look at that. This is looking probably a little bit different for me because this setup, this login's got a membership. So it's saying, hey, you've already got a subscription or a membership. If you get another one, it's going to change that. Because you can only, it's set up so you can only have one membership at a time since they all build on each other. You don't need to have 2. No, they just build on each other. So yes, it will say, okay, you've already got it. This will just change what you've already got. So it might look a little bit different for you. Down here, there's a few pictures of things that we've talked about. There's some more information down here. We've basically been through this in this video, but you're more than welcome to have a look at all of that. Yeah, so that's how to get your membership. You can also find that in the Homelea online shop at present, but it's not open all year round. Just go shop in the top menu and then scroll down, and that's it here, Homelea crochet memberships. And if like I said, if you've got questions now, ask them now. If you've got questions later about the membership or anything really, or you just want to say hello, how can I help is the web chat, and I'll respond. I will say hello back. You're more than welcome to say hello to me. Oh, there you go. So ask me your questions. We're now up to answering questions. So ask me your questions and I'll answer those. I'm just going to adjust a few things here. So pop your questions in and I will answer those. Okay, so Karen says, when does the Makala blanket crochet-a-longs start? Good question, Karen. Thank you for asking it. So it starts on the 17th of June. So that's the Saturday, and then the first Zoom chat will be the next day on the 18th. That's that one. Ask me any questions, pop them in there. No. So those, I'll just leave it for a little bit longer. And just if there's any other questions, but you're welcome to ask me questions. Well, there's lots of wonderful studio chats for you to straight away. So you can have some crocheting fun. Watch them while you're crocheting. You have crocheting fun while you're crocheting. Yep. And yes, you can join from anywhere in Australia. That's a good question too. Yep. Oh no, not just in Australia. You can join from anywhere in the world. We have members all over the world. Mainly in Australia, but definitely all over the world. We are an international membership. That's lots of fun. Connecting. Connecting crocheters all over the world. Okay. So yes, there we go. Okay, so no other questions that I can see. If you put them through later, I will answer them. But thank you for joining me tonight. It's been lots of fun sharing the crochet memberships with you. They are fun. It's definitely fun. It's a great way to improve your crocheting, to learn more about crocheting. Even if you just learn by osmosis, just by listening to the studio chats or watching the studio chats each week, you'll definitely learn more and definitely be inspired to finish what you start with, the whether you join the Zoom catch ups along or just by hearing about crocheting all the time wanting to pick up your crochet hook. So thank you so much for joining me tonight in the Homelea studio. um we have another session. The last virtual studio is on Saturday afternoon, and it's a bit different because it's just an open session for me to help you with your crocheting. So come along, grab that crochet project that you're stuck on, grab it, bring it along. I will help you get unstuck and get crocheting. So Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.